Just for Laughs, Montreal, July 15th to the 22nd. Get tickets, get badges. It's going to be a blast. I'm up there doing the Nasty Show every night. We're adding more shows, doing a bunch of showcases and galas. So make sure you get on out to Just for Laughs, JFL, Montreal, 2026, July 15th to 22nd. And then snag tickets to Richmond, Virginia, Grand Rapids, Michigan, Winnipeg, Brookfield, Wisconsin at the Milwaukee Improv, Charlotte, North Carolina, Dallas, Philadelphia, Pittsburgh, Springfield, Massachusetts, Boston, Massachusetts. I'm going all over. IanFidance.com and Ian Do, an odd guy doing odd jobs. Every other Tuesday, YouTube.com/IanFidance Comedy. We're having a blast. We're having fun. Come check it out and see what all the hubbub's about, bub. Enjoy the show.
Telling jokes and having smokes, riding bikes all through the night. It's a wild ride when you're being Ian. Coffee ice no matter what. Now you know he likes it in the butt. It's a wild ride when you're being Ian, being Ian. And life is shit but you're positive. Let's find out what it's like to live a life being Ian, being Ian.
With Jordan. Hi, everybody. Welcome to another episode of Animal Planet with Ian, Jordan, Glenn, Coyote, and our esteemed, wonderful guest today, Joel Walkowski.
Guess which one is which? Thanks for having me on. And there's no better approval than a dog pops on the lap. We're gonna have a great time.
Where do you feel the rush of blood to your head when the cat chooses you?
Oh, we'll get there, cats. You got to wait for them to come to you. So I'm being aloof.
Yes. If you snap your fingers, whistle, and say Glenn, he will jump to you.
Coyote loves Ian so much, and he could give a fuck.
No, I do love her.
Look at her snuggling on you.
I know it's nice, but she took the cat spot, and that's fine.
Look, she's giving kisses.
I know,
It just means you sweat today, though. So active lifestyle.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. It is.
Look how pissed Glenn is.
Glenn, he's looking around going, but why is she choosing him and not me? Do you have cats or dogs?
I'm a dog person. Yeah, and Jordan and I were talking about the just advantages of a Puerto Rican street dog before we went on air.
Yeah. They live forever.
What are the advantages?
Every other person I know who gets a purebred, they have fucking some weird problem, some weird genetic issue.
They're at the vet every other day. It's dog surgeries. You get a street dog, they can eat anything. They're the nicest thing in the world, and they live forever.
Yeah.
What's a purebred?
Because they have so many. Purebred would be like, I took a golden retriever, I mixed it with a golden retriever, and made. Oh, okay,
so not like a golden doodle
it's inbred
or something.
Yeah, golden doodle.
Did you know that the person
purebred,
the person who came up with the golden doodle on his deathbed, he said it was his biggest regret.
Yeah.
Why?
They're terrible dogs.
Really?
They die. He built a dog that dies.
What about cockapoos?
I mean, I don't know what that founder said on his deathbed, but I can look into it.
I regret having cock in the name.
Our dogs have 15 dogs in them. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Those dogs have one or two.
That's like me. I got that dog in me.
Yeah.
Dogs in me.
You got a gay one, a straight one,
a gay one, straight one, a hungry one, a one that eats too much.
There's a thing on Instagram of a mustache and tattooed neck, and it said, "Why is this guy either the most fun gay man ever or the most evil straight man?" And I was like, "Or both."
Hi. Evil and fun and evil.
But I didn't tag you.
Just enough to be okay.
Oh, she's cobbing. When they go like this.
Ugh. Glenn, come here. Choose Joel. Glenn.
You can't see it. Glenn is making progress.
Glenn is
across the studio.
Look at him making his way downtown, walking fast, moving past, and he's homebound.
Being a welcoming.
Here, tap your leg. Tap your leg.
No eye contact.
Yeah.
No eye contact is key.
Yep.
He will can't give him attention. Cats always have to be in charge.
If you give him eye contact and blink, he will know that you are a friend and not foe. And he's checking out your book.
He's checking out my book.
Tell us about
we're here.
Tell us about your book. Good intro, Glenn.
We are here to promote Honolulu Blues. The protagonist once gave Jordan a switchblade, so that's why we're coming full circle.
Really?
Oh yeah, I was raised by I got roasted so hard here in the park because I was killing time before the show, And this woman was like, what's that book? It's like, oh, it's kind of about having a special needs parent. She's like, oh, are you a special needs parent?
Oh my God.
It's apparent you're a special needs parent.
It's like, sure, buy it.
Was he special needs?
I mean,
Your dad?
He was giving out switchblades.
Dude, his dad gave me the sickest switchblade. I use it every day.
Whose dad was the dad that was around a lot that was like crazy? Your dad or Kyle Ayers?
My dad would go in the Bloomington Comedy Attic. He would just go into the green room, give comics a switchblade, loaded
Satchel.
dice,
Loaded dice,
two-sided coin, and I was banned from that club without ever stepping foot in it.
Oh my God.
Wait, your
really?
dad did this before you started comedy?
No, I was doing comedy, but like if I was like friendly with someone, I would be like, oh, go check out their show.
Yeah.
And like Limestone, he had season tickets. So like if anyone played Bloomington, he would give them a knife. and like you go
with a blade that he sharpened for hours, made of what is the steel called?
I mean, Oh, did you get the French sailing knife or the switchblade? Because he had two varieties. He was very thorough.
The
about his
switchblade.
knives.
I got like a beautiful ivory green switchblade that I've like dropped really hard, hasn't broke. It's like so good. It's my favorite object.
And he died penniless, but every comic in the country has a good knife.
A
That's
really
what he
nice
wants.
knife. Really nice. It's crazy.
Did he die penniless because he spent all his money on making knives?
Switchblades, banjos, leather work. Like he made my belt, and then
Let's see the belt.
Oh, the belt is beautiful.
Oh
this is the
my God.
python skin.
Oh, incredible.
And like when you have a father like this, like he wrote the book about like him with me as he was dying. So like I was his caretaker. So like on his deathbed, we wrote this book about his life together.
Wow.
So that book is about you and your dad.
Yeah, and like he was definitely very spectrumy. So
yeah, for sure.
So his only special interest that I liked was our local football team, Detroit Lions, never won,
Right.
which is kind of like having an eccentric parent. You learn to like view them so they're enough. So that's kind of the backbone of it.
Yeah. And you love them despite all their flaws.
Yeah, it's just like, oh, I won't get advice, but I'll get 40 knives.
Yeah, totally. That's so cool. And then what did he have? What was his illness?
He smoked 100 cigarettes a day. And like when I was his caretaker, if you have like COPD and heart disease, it cuts off oxygen to your brain. So he had panic attacks if he was like left alone. So like I left him alone for 5 minutes and he intentionally got himself sent to the mental institution.
Really?
Oh,
Because he
yeah.
got too scared?
Yeah, he
In
got
5 minutes.
Yeah.
How?
Like, well, you got to coach them through. It's like, look, if you can't just say you're going to kill yourself. You got to say how you're going to do it. Then they
Right.
have to keep you. And so,
Holy shit.
he knew his way around the system. He knew
Was
how to
it
win.
fun being his caretaker at all?
Yeah,
That sounds fun, right? That sounds fun. That sounds like a boatload of fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, going to the bathroom and then your dad's hanging from a
Yeah,
rope
him
that's a
stepping
bungee cord.
outside
Like, I got you. Use one of the knives I made to cut the rope.
You're just in like a hoarder home of like banjos and hides. It's like an Oregon Trail wagon.
Did you have to sleep there?
I did, and it was inexplicably filled with birdseed for reasons I will never understand. He compulsively couldn't save money. He didn't, and so he bought like 500 pounds of birdseed, but he had mice he never cleaned. So the mice spread the birdseed all over the house. Everywhere you looked was birdseed.
Wow. Like
Did
he
you
was a
caretake
bird.
with siblings, with friends, wife,
It was just
only
me.
yourself?
Just me. I went out. I put my life on hold. I went to like kind of give him a nice death because like you see how he's living. Like he hadn't left his room in like 8 months. So I was like, all right, we're gonna have a nice death together. But I needed to get something out of it. So Honolulu Blues.
So how long was this caretaking process? And what do you mean you put your life on hold? What was going on in your life that you had to put a hold on? And did you get your life back?
No, life ended. I was a newlywed to like a very aspirational woman. And, you can't be like, oh, I'm going to go help my crazy father meet his maker. Like it was just kind of a deal breaker, grew apart. So he died. I got divorced and like kind of picked up the pieces from there.
Yeah. Wow.
So how long was this process?
I mean, it's kind of like that sort of disaster where you see it brewing for a lifetime. I knew like my whole life him dying would be the biggest challenge I ever have. You know, so it was probably all of 2023.
Wow.
So a year, and you were staying there.
Yeah.
All the
And
time.
you moved from New York to Michigan.
No, he moved to rural Indiana, bought a shack, and so I had to close up the shack. I had to get him out of the mental institution. Then I brought him up to the Detroit area where, like, at least I have a little bit of a support system.
Right.
Yeah.
And
So-
your wife wouldn't move with you.
It was like she was doing her own thing. She had her own goals. She was like a theater star, and like she was kind of taking off at the time. So like things were going great for her. Meanwhile, I'm facing every demon I ever conceived of.
Right.
Oh, how was the auditions? Like I got peed on 4 times today.
Oh my God. And you guys, do you mind me asking these questions?
No, we're
This is
here.
okay
Roll
to
out the
talk
ball. Let's
about?
play.
So when so you said, how long were you married before you're like, I got to go and do this? And did you say, will you come with me, or hey, you stay here and we'll make it work? Like, how did this divide and break everything?
And you know what? I'll say I married up a little bit. I'm from like feral Midwestern people. I married someone who was society adjacent, and my biggest fear was her seeing his house. So I was like, you can never see the house.
Oh.
Right.
Like the house was a real, like everyone in my family is like a real hoarder. So like, it's not gonna be like, hey, yeah, here's a buffalo pelt that's like melted into the floor. It's so decayed.
Yeah.
So we got married, big wedding. We were able to get him out to the wedding. He fell, he hit his head on a rock and like bled everywhere.
I really wanted to go to that fucking wedding.
Yeah, but that's kind of like a version of like a Jewish person breaking a bottle. Like that's your feral woods people mazel, you know?
Absolutely.
There's an old man going, I dropped all my knives.
Ow, the beaver belt saved me from hemorrhaging.
Yeah.
Happy marriage.
And we're like on the honeymoon, and like, you know, it was his heart. So like he kept dying. And like for the longest time,
Motherfucker.
we had a do not resuscitate. And for whatever reason, they kept accidentally resuscitating him. And my dad like
Probably because he had a knife and he went, you better bring me back.
yeah.
well, the thing is, he loved Steve Martin, so every time he got resuscitated, he would wear that arrow through his head. And so, like, I would go into the ICU, and this
Oh
man would just be
my-
wearing this arrow through the head. It's like, I don't know where to go from here. It's like, well, you know, don't cut off an archer in traffic. It's like, that's a funny bit the first time. But,
Oh
like, for the
my
6th
God.
time,
Oh my
it's
God.
hell.
Oh my
Yeah, I got
God.
the arrow through the head tattoo. You
Oh,
gotta
that's
do
great.
that.
Oh my God.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah, you got to.
How old was he when he passed?
He was like 72. He probably smoked 300 cigarettes a day.
Yeah.
Yeah, and like between banjo and that many
I'm
cigarettes,
alright.
his fingernails were the craziest thing you've ever seen.
Oh my God. I'm just an odd guy doing odd jobs. I'll race you. I'm Ian Fidance. Hey, how are you? And each week I'm in different towns across the country doing stand-up comedy. And to keep me from rotting in my bed or putting a gun to my head, I get you to teach me how to do your job. Ian Do, an odd guy doing odd jobs. YouTube.com/Ian Fidance Comedy every other Tuesday, produced by YMH. I gotta rip a fart too, bro. Let it loose, toot toot. I'll see you out there. How long you been working here?
I loved him. He was so nice. I really didn't like that club. I really hated the guy who ran it.
Yeah.
He was such a fucking piece of shit, and he was so annoying. And all the people there were like very woke whenever I went. And then I remember your dad showing up and being like, my man, here we go. You know what I mean? Because it's all these like blue-haired girls who are like, I don't think you can refer to that person as a he. You know what I mean? And then your dad showed up and was like, I got knives. And I was like,
I don't feel safe. I don't feel safe. Well, have a knife. You'll feel safer.
Yeah, but he cosplayed like he at like 50 years old. He decided like I'm a rural gentleman. So like he moved to
Oh
like
my God, that's awesome.
10 miles outside of the nearest town. Wore like those fringe leather jackets
yep.
and like
I have
Yeah.
one upstairs. Oh
Absolutely.
no, I'm turning into your father.
what a great way to go.
Yeah. Dude, side note about, okay, ready for this? So it was Father's Day, right? And I was on stage and I was talking about my dead dad. And then all of a sudden, and then I go, oh shit. I was like, I'm talking about my dad. It's Father's Day. Happy Father's Day. And people clap. And I was like, anyway, about my dad. And then all of a sudden the lights above me start spinning and flashing on and off and like going crazy, like spinning in their things. And I was like, holy shit. And everybody's freaking out. And then they just go to dark and I go, God damn it. That is probably my dad. And then they shine really bright on me and just like start working again. And the guy in the back just has his hands up and he comes up to me after the show and he's like, dude, I've been doing this 13 years. I've never seen anything like that. That was the trippiest thing ever. Nothing was broken. I checked everything after you got off stage. It was so crazy.
I mean, the signs are out there.
Yeah.
They keep communicating with us.
Yeah.
That makes me so happy that happened
Isn't
with
that
you.
crazy? And I was just like, dude, and I literally was like talking. I was like, Dad, very funny, cool. Like, I have to get back to the show. And then it was like, and back on.
That's so great.
So crazy. And it was like when you have a zany dad, like, you know this, it's when something like that happens, you're like, that is some shit he would do. Just like fuck up the show and be like, fuck you, bitch. You know what I mean?
Yeah, they're going to do their dad jokes in whatever medium they can, no matter how inappropriate or distracting.
It was so weird. And people in the meet and greet were just like, dude, that was insane.
That's awesome.
They were spinning.
I'm so glad that happened.
Yeah, it was really, really weird. And it was almost so on the nose that I wasn't even that shocked about it. Like, it was so something my dad would do that I was just like,
At any point did you go,
sorry about him.
At any point did you go, wow, now I understand when Ian says that there's signs and I won't shame him anymore.
That one was so weird.
Yeah, but still, it's like a beautiful, wonderful thing. Like, you can explain it away, but then to believe that that's actually like a thing
I explained it away
so
by a
wonderful.
malfunction, and then the lighting guy was shaking, talking to me.
That's amazing.
It was really
Dude,
weird.
that was him. That was him. He was saying hi and he loved you. That's incredible.
Yeah, that's like the second one like that.
I love that.
Yeah, but you got to earn the right to headline that club. Like, he can't just, he's skipping a lot of steps in the process.
I know,
right?
I know. He just walks in there and fucking.
That's like the equivalent of Amy Schumer taking Sagalo off stage. That's like your dad doing that. How dare you?
So, do not.
Every time I go home to see my mom, there's always a sadness that she brings up about my dad, even though it was like 33 years ago. And I'm telling you, every day I leave, we wake up early and we drink coffee and we smoke a cigarette on the front step. And dude, I'm telling you, every time a rabbit comes up and just looks at us and goes away. And on the very first date my mom and dad had, they were like outside and this rabbit came up. So rabbits are like, and we're always like, oh, there he is, just saying hi. And even if it's just like not a real thing, it's just nice to be like, I think this is nice.
Yeah.
You know, do you have any of that with your dad?
I mean, really, like
if a homeless guy comes up and he just flashes a knife, you're like,
if I ever get like,
Pops.
if I ever get mugged, it's like, oh, Papa, say hi to me. I see the knife. I think of my sweet Papa. No, and it's kind of like the book. So my dad,
You scare away the homeless guy. You're like, Dad? He's like, fuck this.
Dad, can I have a hug? And he's like, never mind.
No, but you hear like, oh, I wrote this book, and like, I'm a nobody. I'm the least successful person who's ever been on this podcast or any podcast, and you think
That's
like,
not true.
oh, okay.
We've had John Kennedy on it. No, I was kidding.
But you hear people's like, oh, it took me years to get an agent, years to get a publisher. I signed with the first agent I went to. I sold the second pitch, and like, it just
That's
like
incredible.
anything's been guiding the process, and like, I think it's pretty good. But like, the cosmic red carpet has been rolled out for this project.
Mm-hmm.
And like,
That's so cool.
Yeah.
Where it's just been like a flow state through it.
it's been a dream.
How long did it take you to write the book?
It took me 3 years every day where I would write pen to paper for like 3 hours.
Whoa.
You know what's so cool is like the last time I saw you, you just had a fucking puppet hand shoved up your ass from your wife, and we're just being dragged
What?
around by this bitch. And like we got along and stuff, but there was a very big. She was just like very dominating and stuff, and like you were doing good in the sense that your job was awesome, but it's so cool to see you doing a creative thing that you loved.
It's kind of like sobriety too, right?
Yeah.
Like, I know we're both soberinas for a long time. Do you know SMART? SMART's like an alternative to AA.
Right,
It's
right.
like
Like
all
therapy based, right?
Therapy based.
Yeah.
But like when I was young, I wanted to be a writer, and the first thing I ever wrote got published, and I decided, oh, I'm a genius.
Yeah.
And so I holed up. I drank, I pilled, I did every drug imaginable, and I wrote this
While you were writing this?
when I'm like 21.
Oh, right.
And then like I threw up all the blood in my body. I needed 14 blood transfusions not
Holy
to die.
shit.
And I was like, okay, writing's not for me. And so then I took sobriety seriously, and they're like, what are your goals? And I'm like, it'd be pretty sick to write a book sober. So that's where it started.
Yeah. How long you been sober?
I mean, 11 years off booze and 5 off drugs.
Amazing.
Because when I knew you, I was a giant pothead. I was friends with, Jack. So,
Yeah.
like, I was stoned all the time. But now it's just, like, nicotine, gum, and goals.
Yeah. Same.
Well, dude, I always admired you so much because you were a part of, like, the coolest subversive, like, punk rock group, Wildcats, and I thought that shit was the fucking coolest, man. And I used to just be in the back of the creek with my jaw on the floor, like just in awe of what you guys would do. Like
so
you guys were like adjacent to Murder Fist.
Yeah,
like
it was like Eli Sayers, Jeff Wessersmith, me. A show would start. Ball with the ball would hit.
Yeah,
we would come out with knives in leather and tattered jeans, and then like do like kind of Three Stooges style sketch comedy about like cutting off dicks and blood shooting everywhere,
like cum and like all this crap. But it was like so like, holy fuck, I can't believe they're doing that. Like it was the coolest shit ever.
Oh, it's before I got here.
Yeah, and then like a joke we would do would be like, our biggest comedic influence is the kids in the hall. That's what we call the Columbine shooters.
Yeah. It was like super dark, like, holy fuck, I can't believe this is happening, especially at a time when everything was turning into like, you can't say that, you'll get in trouble, blah, blah, blah. And like, I sound like such a loser, but you guys like went there and like in such a way that you weren't edgy to be like edgy. It was like edgy because it was smart and funny. And it was like, I can't believe these fucking guys are actually doing this on stage right now.
Who was it? You, Eli?
And Jeff
Wessersmith. It was Wessersmith. That's so funny. He's so funny.
Yeah.
What happened to Eli?
Eli became a political activist.
Oh.
He's active with the anarchists and does a lot of mutual aid. Jeff became an inventor and did very well for himself.
I ran into Jeff on the street. Yeah.
What did he invent?
He invented a software because Jeff was like legitimately a genius.
Yeah.
Like kind of too shy to put himself out there comedically, but like great comic, but like couldn't quite stick the landing. But then like just adapted that and like built a nice life for himself.
Yeah. Wow. One time, the hardest I think I've ever laughed was, do you remember when Kunal changed his name to Casey Aurora? And Jeff was like, what did he change his name to? Rat Niche? And I was like, what? No. That's crazy.
One time I saw him go up to Suba with a Sharpie, and above her lip he said, oh, I'm trying to make it lighter.
What was the name of that guy that turned into a weird porn star? Michael
Shockey, yeah. Not weird porn star, successful porn star.
Really? Is he?
Oh, yeah, because he had a business
He
card.
had a huge hog.
It was a picture of his dick, and then he folded it out. More dick.
No way.
Yeah.
That's
Who did?
awesome.
This guy, Michael Shockey.
Didn't he have like IB or like Crohn's or something?
Yeah,
too?
he got Crohn's, he got stabbed, and like, because you're one of the first people I met doing New York comedy. Like, we went to Bike Kill together one year. We had a great time, but like, it's really... It was kind of the Wild West still a little bit, where you could be a little bit more reckless, where the kids now, a little curated, a little feed, and now, back in the day, it was just crazy. Half the people were just insane.
It was insane, and there were these shows. It was Wildcats. There was Underbelly. There was man. I know Murder Fist would like come around every once in a while, and I used to like follow them around.
Who's Murder Fist?
Murder Fist was like Henry Zabrowski, Jackie Zabrowski, Ed Larson,
Holden.
Yeah, Holden. A lot of like the last podcast on the left guys.
Yeah, they became like
Nelson.
last podcast on the like a lot of that overlap.
They were like a sketch crew that would do again like do you know Anthony Antamanik?
Yeah.
He's like one of the most genius improvisers ever. He wants to do the show. We got to get him on, but he was the president show. He would do a Donald Trump, and him and James Adomian used to debate each other in 2016. He would be Trump and Adomian would be Bernie Sanders, and they would play like Bell House and like all over. But Antamanik was this like insane improviser that I used to just go by myself to like watch these things and like desperately wish I could be a part of it, because I thought it was like the most coolest, subversive, like wild shit I'd ever seen. And I thought that you guys and like Murder Fist and shit was like the coolest. Hey, everybody, I have a question. What do women want? Start with a nice consensual dick appointment. Thanks to BlueChew. We'll work up to it. Don't just, hey, how are you? Want a dick appointment? You know what women really want? Listening. And you know what is hard to do? It's hard to listen when you're worried if your cock is going to work or not. That's why BlueChew Gold is the way to go. You don't have to worry about if you're going to get hard later. You don't have to worry about what's going to happen. All you have to do is take a BlueChew tablet and set it and forget it. BlueChew Gold is a 4-in-1 tablet with a new arousal-boosting formula designed for better sex. Gets you turned on mentally and physically so you can focus on the good stuff. That's right. You know me. I use it. If you don't use it, you lose it. And I keep them in my pocket so I don't lose it. That's right. I don't know if I should tell everyone this, but I keep one in my pocket because you never know what's going to happen. And guess what? It's been in the pocket for a very long time. I'm kind of on a celibate journey right now, but the BlueChew in my pocket, it's kind of like Coke. It always made me feel good to know it's there just in case. And when I do it, I'm going to be up all night. No more waiting for a pill to kick in. No more performance anxiety. The process is 100% online and super simple. There's a reason BlueChew is the #1 brand for better sex. Experience it yourself at BlueChew.com. We've got a special deal for Bein with Jordan fans. Right now, when you buy 2 months of BlueChew Gold, you get a 3rd month for free with promo code SKA. That's right. That's promo code SKA, S-K-A, for a 3rd month free. You'll also receive an additional 10% off and free overnight shipping in your first order. This is a deal. Visit BlueChew.com for more details and important safety information. Thanks to BlueChew for sponsoring the podcast and the bedroom. Finding a doctor sucks, but it doesn't have to, thanks to ZocDoc. ZocDoc is a free app and website that lets you search and compare local in-network doctors. No waiting on the phone, just click to instantly book an appointment. ZocDoc has more than 150,000 providers across all 50 United States. This is great to know because I need to see a rheumatologist for my gout. I'm going to use ZocDoc. That's right. Quick and easy, easy breezy, Japanesey. Read reviews from real patients and detailed doctor profiles to help you pick the right care for you. Appointments happen fast, usually within 1 to 3 days, and you can even get same-day appointments. Your health matters, and taking care of yourself shouldn't be complicated. Find and book the right doctor with ZocDoc. Head to ZocDoc.com/IAN to get started and check the appointment off your to-do list. That's ZocDoc, ZocDoc.com/Ian. ZocDoc.com/Ian. Thanks to ZocDoc for supporting this message and the show.
That's so sweet. But it was, I think the fake blood was doing a lot of the heavy lifting, throwing fish at the audience, where it's just like,
Fish?
Yeah.
We would.
Yeah, they would throw like fish guts on people.
Yeah,
It's crazy.
That was like a bit from my dad, actually, because I asked my dad once, like, how do you get girl? He's like, well, at a party, you get a dead fish, you go to a girl, and you throw the fish at her, you say, watch out for the fish. So I was like, okay, that's comedy. That's a good bit. So I that influenced my
throw
art.
the fish at her and you go, watch out for the fish.
Yeah. What? How does that
awesome.
work?
I don't know, but like,
so sick.
Memorable.
dead fish are my muse.
Yeah.
That's so funny. That's like a thing a girl in Buffalo, New York would do. Watch out for the fish. The pussy's coming next.
You throw the bad smell so the pussy smell smells better.
But do you smell fish? Get ready to smell. Yeah, I just wanted to preempt it. Totally. Yeah.
I tried
That's the appetizer.
Tried that trick in the wrong town. Take it to Buffalo, I would have been rolling in it.
Dude, Buffalo girls do be doing that. Just whip a pork chop at a man. Oh, that's the one I'm going home with.
I was working helium once in Buffalo, and a guy was getting his dick sucked in the bar, and the bartender's like, hey, you can't do that here. So they just moved slightly further back in the bar.
Dude, Buffalo is crazy. It's crazy. I was just there, and it was like everybody's just blacked out, but it's still so fun.
Yeah, man, Buffalo and Detroit are kind of the same place.
Yeah, they're sister cities, yeah.
Yeah, they've got a lot in common, so they know how to party.
Detroit, I always say, feels like a divorced dad, where it feels like it's just like one guy walking around. Like they have everything. They have like banks, they have buildings, but it's one guy being like, if anybody wants to come over. You can drop I'm here. You know what I mean? Like when you go to a dad's house and he doesn't have kids there, but he's bought everything for them, but they prefer to be at the mom's house. They're like, oh, we got cars so you can play on.
You just described the studio.
Yeah, totally.
There's a reason I feel so at home here.
Yeah.
So it took you 3 years to write it.
3 years to write it.
And then did you have to edit it 1,000 times?
I did like 6 drafts and like my
Holy shit.
But I was like, I'm not gonna edit it. I'm just gonna rewrite it every time. I got a second monitor and that tricked me into like no writer's block. I was like, oh, I just have to transcribe this and make little edits along the way.
So wait, when you said you worked on this with your dad, describe that? What do you mean?
I did the first draft at his deathbed by hand, where I was like, what happened here? What happened here? Because a lot of it's about his trauma. Because like my dad was a little bit weird because my grandma was a pedophile, which honestly, female pedophile, trailblazer.
Yeah.
Heroic.
Pretty unique.
Yeah.
Pretty unique.
But like he was kind of stunted, where he's like a little bit like a little kid raised me.
Right.
So
he talked about that.
Yeah,
he was molested by her?
Yeah.
Oh, good.
Like
Jesus.
physically, or was
No
it?
wonder he surrounds himself
Was
with
it
knives.
like covert incest?
No, like physically, where like it was kind of just like he would always engage with bits because he couldn't really be a real person. So like you have a lot of time when someone's at their deathbed. So it's like you can't go anywhere.
Right.
Let's get to the bottom.
And where's
of
your
this.
mom during all this?
They were divorced and like she was supportive, but like friendly. But it's also her ex-husband. Like she didn't want any part of this.
Right. Was there kind of a thing of like your dad was kind of stunted in a way, and it's almost like, well, your mom ended up shacking up with someone who was like a child. What is that about?
A little bit, but my mom was also like, she had a kind of hard road. And like, I think it's just like both sides had a lot of broken people looking for any salvation they could. And like,
Are you an only child?
I have a sister who didn't turn out great. Like, you know, street person adjacent. So for me to just have a job is, I think, out kicking my coverage.
Yeah. Yeah. Totally. And your apartment's sick.
I got a sick apartment. Things have gone pretty well for me. And like, regardless of what life throws at me, like, I think I kind of handled the loss as well.
And you stayed sober through all of this.
Yeah.
Which is incredible.
I mean, well, the thing is like, I run the meeting, so other people look to me. So like
smart?
Yeah. Yeah. So there's like,
So what's the difference?
Okay. No day counting. Differentiates between a lapse and a relapse. Everyone shares every meeting. And then there's a facilitator who kind of, at the end, you go through like a worksheet or ask follow-up questions or give some advice.
Is it like smaller groupings, or is it open to the public, like an open meeting?
It's open, but like the ideal meeting size is like 9 people.
Right.
Or like I'll go to AA meetings or NA. Like I'll go to like the rock and roll ones on like 10th Street on Saturday mornings. Those are nice. But like, it's just intimate because you get to know everyone so well at a smart meeting.
I like everybody sharing.
Yeah.
I like that. Yeah. Because there's so many times where I'm having the like, is my higher power telling me to share? Is that telling me to share? Should I not share? And then the meeting's over and I'm like, fuck, you know?
Yeah. And like, we also don't have a higher power, but like we get a lot of people like, oh yeah, that higher power thing I don't like it. And it's like, I think that's the most bullshit excuse.
Yeah,
like if you go to one 12-step meeting, like they explain like, oh, the higher power belongs to you. It can be the spaghetti monster.
Yeah, I have a joke about that where I have friends who are like, I'm not going to do AA because I don't believe in that God shit. And I'm like, well, when you black out, you DM Megan Thee Stallion. Like you do believe in miracles.
Okay, you're describing something I've done, and I was totally sober.
Yeah, I know, but I use that example totally. It's perfect.
Hilarious. That is exactly what I did January 1st, 2025.
Megan, if you're watching, answer back, please.
I love you, Meg.
But it is, you've had that happen where you have friends who are like sobbing and talking to their dead father because they're so wasted. And you're like, but you won't believe in a higher power.
Again, that's me.
Yeah, but I think the higher, like there's a lot of lies.
How much of me do you pull from to use as straw men in your set?
But don't you guys have a
refer to
creative
as-
partnership on some level? I see the puppets. I see the chemistry. Like
you
it's
see
only
the
fair.
puppets. You see the puppets.
Yeah.
It's got to be somewhat open source.
Yeah, when I have to use the most extreme examples, I go, what would Ian do? What has Ian done?
Just give me points on whatever you're selling.
Yeah. So, yeah, the Meg Thee Stallion one, it's a perfect example
I bet that gets a pop.
of somebody blacking out. You know what I mean?
Yeah, like throwing a Hail Mary and believing in that, but they won't believe in God.
exactly.
Yeah.
I remember I was writing that joke, and then you on the podcast were like, I DM'd Megan Thee Stallion, and I was like, perfect. Thank you.
Mad Libs for the act is helpful.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, so you were sitting there and you were being like, what about this? What about this? And was he like totally okay with opening up, or was it tough?
No, not at all. I had to ask like 3-4 times. I had to like pin him down. I was like, hey, I'm going to leave for an hour. Write down some of your traumas.
Would you record it and listen back and write it? Or
Yeah.
were you straight up just dictating off of what he was saying?
I'd record it and then I'd give him, I wrote it by hand, then I'd give him the notebooks to read to make sure he signed off on it. Because like, it's kind of a memoir, but it's really the story of being his son and just how like being raised by him kind of fast-tracked addiction and how his death solved a lot of things for me. So, you know, I had to loop him in.
Did you talk about your addictions in it and fucked
Oh,
up shit
yeah,
you've done?
yeah,
Wow.
Because I was put on Adderall when I was like 7, and then I was like an arts phenom, but I'd like was taking like 80 milligrams, pulling all nighters. So the first time I got like positive validation, it was just like, oh, I'm being a drug addict.
Yeah, totally. Yeah, they're doing like a sociological experiment. They're like, what if we give a child meth?
Yeah, and I'm pretty open about the addiction thing. I don't know how addiction, ideations, like if you're gonna write a book like this, you have to put your nuts on the table. Where like I'm open about everything.
Was it hard to do it?
No, I didn't think about it at all.
Really?
Yeah, and I think like just get into a flow state, let the words come out, and like it's not until like right now where it's coming out where it's like,
Yeah.
people are gonna know me well.
I know. That's how I felt when my special went on Netflix, where I talk about wanting to fuck my dad in the whole thing, and it came out, and I was like looking at it on Netflix, and I was like, oh shit! Like I was like picturing my high school teachers watching it, and I was like, what the fuck?
Yeah,
It's a mind fuck.
and friends would be like, oh, I can't wait to read it. I was like, you just have to buy it. You don't have to read it.
Yeah. Are you gonna do any?
Like a book tour or
Yeah.
anything?
Yeah, and like because there's the sobriety angle, like Smart has been like really cool, and I partnered with the Michigan Library System to like do addiction talks and readings. So like trying to really go grassroots, because if there's one thing people hate, it's books.
Yeah. Totally.
You gotta trick them.
Are you gonna do an audio?
I auditioned for my own audiobook and I didn't get it.
Shut the fuck up.
How do you audition?
I read like the first 2 pages.
And who said no? The
Amazon?
president of books?
Yeah, the president of books is like, nah, he sounds a little bit too much from
H.J.
Michigan.
Reader.
So then, does somebody else have to read it? If
And
you
then
do it?
I had to cast it.
That's crazy.
They had me-
why? But it's your story.
Yeah, but
So why couldn't you read it?
because I sound like a baby with soup in its mouth.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's a part of it, right?
It's a part of it, but I can only imagine me, and it would have taken them 7 weeks to record this.
Yeah. There's some audiobooks where you go, I get that they got the punk author to read this, but I wish they had gotten just a British guy.
Really?
Yeah, where it's a burnout punk guy who wrote an amazing
Can I see
memoir,
it?
but
Yeah.
he's like,
Who published it?
Simon and Schuster
Holy
with
shit.
hat tip to Matt Holt and Ben Bella.
Oh my God.
and we got Joe Pera on the back. We got Sam Morrill.
Oh, this is incredible.
Yeah, and I gave Sam like an early copy because he gave me
Jeff
a blurb.
Perlman, the guy who founded NSYNC and Backstreet Boys. That's amazing.
Yeah, he just saw something in me from a very young age and really cultivated that.
Like grandmother, like Jeff Perlman.
Jeff Perlman's a great writer. Check out Showtime, just so you know.
Oh, there's Joel with hair.
Oh my God.
Well, my cousin died last year, so I snuck him on the cover.
Oh, that's sweet.
Where is he? Oh.
Yeah. I had to like do a little hat tip to my boy and put it on there.
So, are you
Dude.
still doing the Big Walkowski?
Big Walkowski is bigger than ever.
Is
And-
it?
Yeah, it's a fully fledged nonprofit. Last year, members of the Knicks came. We raised $10,000 for organ donation every year. And,
What the hell?
and it is heavy hearted. Like the person who helps me most of it is John Rosenberger, who passed last week.
God
What
bless.
happened?
Let's not have that conversation
Okay.
here.
That's so fucking sad.
Yeah,
that
that's
dude
really
was the
fucking
nicest
sad.
fucking.
And like John was so supportive because it's a big lark to write a book. And I was like, when I started writing, I was like, John, when I have my release party, I'm going to throw you through a table because we love pro wrestling.
Yeah.
And now every time I see a table, I get so sad.
Oh
Yeah.
my God, I'm so.
Yeah,
that
I'm
just
so sorry,
happened.
man. That's
crazy.
so fucking brutal.
And he's so on top of things that like he has the permits for this year's basketball tournament. And I got to call the parks permit department and be like, look, The guy who does it died, and he's just too on top of things.
Yeah.
So I don't know. The big.
So you guys tell everyone what the Big Walkowski is and how you guys built this from like a goof to an actual thing helping the community.
So I got sober. I started playing basketball all the time, and I was turning 30. And my buddies were like, "We're gonna throw you a basketball tournament. It's the Big Walkowski. We're gonna call it that." So a bunch of comics came out. We had a great day. Next year we did it. Any idea people had, we added to it. Next year we did again. Any idea, we started doing uniforms. We started feeding people, started having a party and poker games after. So it turned into this whole day. And then eventually it was like, we should probably do something positive. And then when Kenny DeForest passed, he was an organ donor. He saved like 5 lives. So we hit up that organization and like we raise all the money for them. And then Don't Tell sponsors us. So like, it's become like the comedy reunion kind of.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Kenny probably had the best organs, big giant organs.
And it's when someone looks exactly like you and they die, you know, that's a wake up call.
So crazy. It fucked me and Ann up.
Yeah, so you know how Jerry West is the NBA logo?
Yeah.
We have Kenny DeForest as like our logo. There's a famous
incredible
picture of him as like a college basketball player, like shooting a hook shot. And his parents give us the blessing. So, like, we just do all these little hat tips to all the community, all the people we love.
What are you going to do for John?
Well, this
John
year,
Rosenberger Award?
I'm trying to name the park after him.
Get out of here.
Yeah.
That's incredible.
Yeah, and, like, even if I just have to make the sign myself, I'm going to name the park after him.
Oh, that's amazing.
Yeah, because it's American Playground in Greenpoint. That's a little boring.
Yeah.
Man,
We
Joel,
could make
you've
that
had
more Jewish.
So much death happened recently. God damn. I forgot that you were super close with Kenny. And John.
Well, Kenny was like, I was terrible at basketball, and I'd played against him like every weekend.
Yeah.
So like, you know, but aging's a privilege, and part of getting older, we learn how to say goodbye.
Yeah, it's so crazy. It's so tough. I feel like also death happened a lot recently. I guess
And death's so physical.
Yeah.
Like even now, and like I wrote this book about grief, and now I'm in grief, and my just adrenaline is up. Like I can't sleep, I can't drink water. I'm just so like raring to go because something happened.
Yeah.
I don't know if you guys have that experience.
I had that for some reason when Oliver Tree died. Oliver Tree died, and it fucked me up so much. There was something about how like creative and energetic he was, and then it just fizzling out to zero. And I was like, it made me super manic for some reason.
No, and I get it, but the manic is it's like fight or flight, and then you're in these like heightened states, and then you just have to like go through your life, and it's just like, I don't know. John had like a little hang on Wednesday. It was just like hugging people and saying hi in procession, like good to see you.
Which is what John's thing was hugging and saying hi.
And he would just go around delivering latkes to people.
Yeah.
Good eggs.
Just sweating a lot.
Yeah, sweating a lot. Like normally I'd ask for one of the departed's possessions. John, I got a lot of memories.
Yeah, what was it? David Drake got all of Kenny's clothes and then was just swimming in these giant shirts for days.
Hey, Max Fine also looked a lot better too.
Oh yeah, that's true. That's true. Yep. That's so cool. I can't believe you wrote a fucking book. It's so awesome.
No, and it went great. And now I've been ghostwriting celebrity memoirs.
How did that happen?
What?
Well, that happened because I got hit by a bus and I needed something to do. And
What?
Yeah. And
What?
I got hit by a bus a year ago in August.
What bus?
The city bus.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Congrats. That's incredible.
What?
I don't know
Some
if you-
guys have all the luck.
Yeah.
That's
What the
incredible.
hell?
Oh my God.
But I don't know if you know this. There's a policy when the bus hits somebody, they have to stop the bus and everyone gets off. So like my arm was broken. I bled a lot. And then 60 people were upset with me.
Oh my God. Let me see the scar.
Oh, I can imagine.
Oh shit.
Wow.
Were you on a bike?
Yeah, I was on a bike. The sun got in the driver's eyes. He passed me in the same lane. And like, you know, I took all the fall with my left arm.
Totally the bus's fault.
Totally the bus's fault. Like the driver was crying. I had to like give him a like, no, it's fine.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
it's not fine. But like,
Yeah.
he was very crestfallen. Like hitting
Yeah.
someone with a bus, like it's
You
not.
got hit by a bus?
Yeah, no.
After the divorce?
After the divorce.
Divorce
Which
bus?
was an emotional bus that you got hit by.
And you know what? Now I notice how common the phrase "I feel like I got hit by a bus"
Yeah.
is.
Yeah. 'cause
Yeah.
You're like, no, you don't.
Dude, Ryan Hamilton is a special that just came out, and it's about him getting hit by a bus at LAX.
Yeah, I see him in my other support group.
Oh, Glenn loves your book.
Wait, did you sue the shit out of him?
Yeah, it's,
Oh, okay,
it's pending.
Oh, good,
But
good.
it's going to take like 10 years.
Yeah, of course.
Really?
But man, when those 10 years are up, God bless.
It's going to be great.
You can throw me through a table if you give me points on that.
I'm going to need you to
crazy.
smell much worse.
Perfect.
You're close with the facial there, but
So wait, you got hit by a bus and you're laid up. And how did you get involved in writing celebrity memoirs?
my agent is awesome, and he was like,
Who are you with?
I'm with Scott Kaufman at Buckwald, and we've become like very dear friends. And I was like, hey, he's like, you're gonna want to fill your time. Would you ever ghostwrite? And then I ghostwrote a book for like one of the world's prominent hairdressers, and she had a journey. So it was just like, I get to know these people with great intimacy. Writing it from the perspective of a woman, it was pretty hard, but like,
So what is that process of ghostwriting?
I basically, I talk to them for about 20 to 30 hours.
Uh-huh.
I come up with an outline, and then like I present it to them.
Uh-huh.
And the person I wrote for does not read. So then I had to read her life story to
Right.
her. So
in working with your dad, that kind of prepared you for listening,
To
outlining.
women because they're as crazy as your dying father. I know how to do this. Okay, chapter 1. Like, I don't know where we're at. Start over.
but it's kind of like a stand-up hour where it's all like, okay, this is the structure. I know what works. And like, I think books are kind of like, I think of it like cooking, where it's just like any good story. Oh, that's an ingredient. Where do I go? Where do I put it in? And so then I lay it out, like the outlines, the recipe, and then like the book's the meal, baby. So like, I don't know. That's how I presented it to her anyway. And I think it worked.
That's amazing.
But how do you write an entire book off of? Do you have to keep calling them and being
Yeah, like every Sunday morning from like 10 to 12, I would talk to her. So
and get all of the little nitty gritty parts of it?
yeah, it's like a fun puzzle to figure out.
But then don't you have to kind of do it in a girly voice?
A little bit. I mean, like sometimes I would talk with her sister about like doing that, and there was like a sex work element about like
Oh, yeah.
figuring that out. Where it's
And when
just
you're
like,
writing it, you're like, and then I went to
And then he fucked my tight little pussy. I mean, my vagina.
no, she talked about having men pay for her breast milk and like squirting all over them, and you know, it was just like,
That's awesome.
I'm just alone with him in my apartment, like writing about lactating on Johns. I'm like, Joel Walkowski, this is your life.
Oh my
Amazing.
God, that's awesome.
That's incredible.
Wow.
yeah.
I would pay for breast milk.
I mean, just from a workout perspective,
Yeah.
I think it'd be great.
It's really, I think it does.
I think it would change my life if I had breast milk.
I'm serious. My friend had like extra of it, and she was like, it's supposed to have all these advantages, and I drank a little bit.
It blows my mind when my friends, like wives or girlfriends or whatever, have kids, and then they're like, no, I'm not going to drink the breast milk.
That's
I'm like,
crazy.
why wouldn't you? It's like such a bonding thing, and also free milk.
Yeah.
And if you're grossed out, a smoothie's right there. Like I'd move
Yeah.
breast
yeah.
milk and blueberries has to be delicious.
It's also, breast milk is sweeter than milk. It's like cereal milk.
It's
very good.
Sweeter than honey.
It had Michaela's in it. Michaela's.
Man, I just like your story is so interesting, but I'm just so fascinated by like the finality of death while writing this book, and it's almost like you're on two timelines.
Yeah,
and you're like, we got to race to the finish,
And-
and also I've got a writing deadline.
Well, it kind of worked out because like the Lions are an element in it where it's just like it's kind of like the football element tricks bros into engaging into this piece about sobriety and vulnerability and family trauma. So he's on his deathbed. The Lions get good for the first time ever, and they're about to go to the Super Bowl, and then they choke. They're up 17 points at halftime. He asked me to go to the deathbed and like attend the game for him because tickets have been in our families like since 34. So he's like, I want the first-hand recount, and they blew it. And that's like the perfect where like there's not a happy ending.
Yeah.
We lose, there's disappointment. We are these people, and we find peace with it.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, totally. So then how soon after that did he die?
Like within weeks.
That's crazy.
Like I got back, he was kind of doing well. That game happened, and it was decline. And like I'd never watched someone die, so I was like in the room when it happened, and I was like, his mouth was open, so I put my finger in it. I didn't know how else to tell. where it's
He
like,
was dead.
where it's like, I think he's dead. It's like, yeah, he is dead.
Most people
Oh
check
my-
a pulse.
You're like,
I'm not a nurse, Ian.
his mouth is open. I put my dick in it. I figured that how else am I gonna find out?
It was full circle for him. Sorry, Pops.
The lights start flashing. He's like, stop it. That's so crazy. So you told a lot of his stuff, and did you tell an equal amount of your shit?
Yeah, equal amount of my stuff, like getting into addiction, how it was just better than anything, how I had no worth, and unless I felt like I was doing something good creatively.
Did you talk about the divorce and stuff in it all?
I mean, since it ended, and like, I didn't bring her in it at all, which I think was the best way. There was like a footnote where it was like, oh, this is wedding story. It's like, I married the wrong woman here, and that's it.
Yeah,
Where
yeah.
it's just like, take the high road, and
Yeah.
like,
Yeah, of course.
you know, it's shitty, but like, I don't need to spend my energy dragging her name through anything.
Yeah,
So
totally.
it's fine.
Yeah.
And I think that's how you really get them, right?
Yeah.
Like you
By
knew
being
my
like, you're
ex.
not even in my book.
Yeah, exactly.
She wanted to be the star. Yeah, totally. Yeah.
Dude, I gotta say, like, man, the constitution you must have and the strength to like give everything up to go back home and take care of your father alone is something that, like, I mean, it's just so admirable and incredible. And to then take that story and share it with people, it's that's, you know, I know that that's gonna be my path with my mom, and it scares the fuck out of me.
Yeah, it's so
And
scary.
each time I go back home, there's like little signs that this is going to happen sooner rather than later. And I can't imagine having to drop everything and do that, especially staying sober and the downtime and dealing with all of that. I mean, I just...
Well, and our generation is so like, it's not like the boomers. Like when our parents died, it was like very taken care of. They had enough money to put themselves into a hospice or to a home, and then they died, you know, in a medical facility, and then there was plans made. Whereas our generation is like, we're all dealing with...
Well, my mom's flat out like, the second I start
Yeah.
to go, kill me.
Right, that's what
I
my mom
want
says
to
too.
die.
Yeah.
Do not resuscitate. I want you to kill me.
Yeah.
And I'm
totally.
like, ugh.
It's really intense, and we don't know. There's not. I'm reading a book right now about a woman whose mother died, and it's like it's
Honolulu Blues. Oh.
it's
It's more Honolulu magenta.
But we're in a
It's a
totally
girl.
different fucking world with it. I mean, we have like parents who haven't saved any money. They don't. We have to do it. We have to watch it. We have to see. You know what I mean? Like, and we're responsible for it.
And I think, like, I imagine all of our like family backgrounds are like socioeconomically kind of similar.
Yeah.
And I think we all have like one challenge that looms over all of our life that we know we're gonna have to face someday. And like that, at least what you're expressing there, we're like, someday you're gonna have to cross that Rubicon. Like I knew going into his house what it would be like, how he would be, and you know, I felt like I'd been becoming a better person just to get through that.
Yeah. Totally preparing yourself.
Dude, next week I have to go to my mom's house. My dad's truck is still in front of my mom's house. It's been there since he died in 93. It was my work truck for a while, and then I stopped working construction, and then it just sat at the house. And I went home last weekend. It's a 92 Ford Super Cab F-150. It's got like 50,000 miles on it. So my mom hit me last week just like crying, like, you have to get rid of the truck. It's so sad to see, blah, blah, blah. And I've been like holding on to this, like, no, we can't get rid of the truck. And it's like, dude, it's just sitting there. But it's got this weird thing. So next week I'm going home. I have to clean it out. I have to get a tow truck. I'm towing it to my buddy's house. And then me and two friends are going to work on it to get it running again. And then I have to decide like what to do with it. But even that, like having to go back home and deal with this truck that represents this other thing, I'm like dreading it. I can't imagine the human aspect of dealing with that. I'm so in awe, and just like kind of down the line thinking of the similarities of what I'm going to have to do. But the fact that you've done it and gotten to the other side is like incredibly...
How did you know he was going to die soon?
I mean, the heart was terrible. And just to go back to the possessions aspect, so like he was in the mental hospital. I was alone in the house, and there was a fish tank.
Mm-hmm.
And I didn't want the fish to die. So I put an ad on Craigslist. Hey, someone take the fish tank.
Oh, yeah.
And so people came there, and they're like, hey, can I have this? And I was like, yeah, of course. Like I have to deal with all this stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So I did a free estate sale. where everyone could take what they wanted, and then anything that didn't get taken, and I discussed the family trauma, I had a burn bucket. Either was taken or I burned it, and it was the most healing day I ever had in my life.
Wow.
What'd you do with all the knives?
The knives, I gave them to a leather worker in Bloomington.
Oh, that's awesome.
They promised they'd like send me pictures of their work. Never happened. So thanks, guys.
But there have been a spring up of a lot of murders.
Someone's going to deliver a knife to the green room of the actor. Like, oh, it's not the same.
Yeah. They should put a knife over the doorway in that green room with your dad's like
It's
name
closed because
on it.
that guy was a...
No, isn't there a new owner now? Jared's out. So the attic's still open. And like, how do you know someone's going to die? Because he kept getting resuscitated every fucking day.
Yeah. That's true. Yeah, that makes
Like,
sense.
he died 6 times. It's like, yeah, there will probably be a 7th.
Was he smoking till the end?
He quit with like a week to go, and it's like, all right, great job.
Maybe that's what killed him. He should have kept smoking.
Absolutely.
Was he
Really?
scared to die?
Horrified.
Really?
Yeah. And like, and there's like a list of questions to ask dying people to like put them. He's like, what are you proudest of? But he's also a little spectrum. He's like, do you have any regrets? He's like, no. And I'm looking at the state of things. It's like, are you sure?
Yeah. You're swimming in birdseed. Are you positive?
Was
you
there,
sure about that?
Was there a moment where some of the spectrum-y, like, defense protective mechanisms dropped and you guys had like a very heartfelt conversation or anything? Was there any sort of kind of closure, wrapping the bow on things before he went?
Well, it wasn't through any conversation, because one time I pinned him down to have it, and he got mad. All he would say in response was, "I love Mountain Dew," which was terrible.
When you were asking about what?
It's like, hey, what do you love? He's like, I love Mountain Dew. What do you
This
love
guy's
about me?
fucking
I
awesome.
love Mountain Dew.
This guy rules.
But then the book cracked him, because he had me reading like from the time I was a young age. You just give me book after book after book. So that was his language. That's how I communicated back with him. So this was me coming to peace with my demons, and it's kind of like, I think I inherited some of his otherness, some of the shame, and that led to my addiction. So like trying to come at peace with a lot of the things that shaped me in a positive and negative way.
Mm-hmm.
So this did it, and maybe we'll do it for some other people.
I love Mountain
Amazing.
It was
great.
great.
That's what you should name the book.
Sued immediately.
Oh my God. Why Honolulu Blues?
Honolulu Blues is the Detroit Lions team color, and it's like written in team bylaws where any color the team wears is Honolulu blue. So it's like kind of a Detroit secret handshake. And like I read a little bit about like Barry Sanders and like going to games with them. So like football is just a lens to kind of bring people in for like a examination of the generations.
I like the bro thing where each chapter is like Lions up 2-0, and then it's like, and I was raped.
That's absolutely where it was like, I named every chapter like game 1, game 2, where it was like
get them in there.
the framework of a football season.
I also like Honolulu Blues, where it's like Honolulu, the idea of like happiness. Ooh, laid back. Blues. I'm sad, but
it's great.
Well, it's kind of like a love letter to disappointment. Where like, my dad's a fucking man. He fucked me up, but I think the world of this man.
Yeah.
And
totally.
It's just those rationalizations.
Did you live? I know I'm having those so much lately with my dad. Did you live with him or your mom growing up?
I lived with. Well, they split when I was like 10, and then he moved into like a home for like survivors of CSA. So like going
what is
CSA?
What is
childhood sexual abuse.
Oh.
Right.
So like he started to be open about that, trying to work through it, but like kind of put it. And then like he decided he was a jazz musician. And since his family's not great, he assembled a replacement family of other jazz musicians. So that's who we like spent holidays. Like one day he's like, Joel, come out. You have to meet your new grandma. So it's this like homeless lady who thinks she's Billie Holiday. So like, that was like a woman in my life.
Is a woman who is like, I'm Billie Holiday.
Yeah. And it's like, I'm Billie Holiday and your grandmother.
Wow. I'm both those things, which I am
Did
not.
he have a job?
No.
No, he didn't work.
He got like
He was
like,
unemployable.
He got laid off in like the late 90s and maybe worked at AutoZone, maybe scratched together a little bit, but like pathologic. He wanted to be poor. Like he got off on being poor.
Yeah. That was part of his identity?
Yeah, absolutely.
Wow.
Can you explain how you got banned from Major League Baseball?
Yeah. There was a crappy comedian job where we would all be Facebook administrators for MLB. And I left that job, but they didn't take away the permissions to access the different teams' Facebook pages. So I was doing a Creek show, and I did a bit where I wrote like jokey statuses as different teams, and I screenshot them for the Yankees. I was like, the Yankees are sad to announce that Derek Jeter will miss the rest of the season with sexual reassignment surgery.
Yeah. Yeah.
And in the second it was up, it went around the world. They interrupted the Olympics to be like, no, Derek Jeter's not trans.
My God.
Holy fuck.
Oh my God.
And like for the White Sox, I was like, Obama's a fan of us, but we're not a big fan of his. # Muslim, you know.
Oh my God.
And like it became this huge ordeal, and I was sued by Major League Baseball. But Rebecca Trent, she had a lawyer on retainer for anyone who performed at the Creek. So
Holy
she
shit.
stepped up and she got me out of that jam.
Oh my God.
That's so cool. I didn't know she had that.
Yeah, it's so rad. But
Dude,
if I
she's
go
the
to buy
best.
Shit.
if I go to buy tickets to, like Yankees.com, I'm blocked.
What?
I can't do it. I am banned from Major League Baseball.
So can you go with a friend to a game?
Yeah.
Or do they have your picture in
Yeah, if
every
we get a big
stadium?
trench coat.
Yeah, really big
One
trench
ticket,
coat.
please.
Yeah. 2 Joels in a trench coat.
World's tallest man.
What, 2 tickets and a big can of Coke, please? Extra sugar.
Dude, that's so crazy that you're banned.
That's
so,
wild.
okay, so then how is it selling? How's it doing?
I mean, it drops July 14th. I will say that pre-orders are pretty good. If anyone's interested, I mean, check it out. I'm Joel Walkowski everywhere. It's Honolulu Blues. It's the first result. If you're interested in this story, if you buy it, if you don't like it, Venmo request me. Like, I have a lot of confidence in it as a book. I think it's tight. I think it's entertaining. I think it's touching and funny. So
Where can people buy it?
everywhere.
Yeah.
Barnes & Noble, Amazon,
Really?
Target.com. And so I think it's going to do,
Simon & Schuster.
Yeah.
That's incredible.
I mean, we get those signs from our dead dads, and you know, he's
All
helping me
mine's
out.
doing is send me a fucking rabbit. Dad, hook it up out there.
Yeah, get Ian his book deal.
Yeah, really. Come on.
No, but I know books are an investment of time and money, but if anyone's interested at all, it would mean the world to me.
Honolulu Blues. I have a problem with reading. I can't do it anymore.
Listen to that other guy read my
I
audiobook.
have no attention
Pick a
span.
guy?
Yeah, I did.
Who was he?
I
What's he
picked a
sound
guy
like?
named Luke Davis. I
Bill
listened to 3
Cosby.
different people auditioning, and I thought Luke's was the best.
Really?
Yeah.
That's crazy. that they
I'm going to
picked
read
him.
this.
Let's go. That's your copy. Please
I
hold on to it.
promise you. This is really fucking
I wanna
cool.
see how it's formatted.
There's no
Yeah.
pictures.
There's no pictures, and like
I don't like that.
I had so much fun writing it. There's like jokey footnotes throughout. So like the story structure is what it is, but I'm having a blast in those footnotes. I'm popping off.
yeah.
Oh, you're going full David Foster Wallace. in the
Absolutely.
footnotes?
I think if I wrote a book, half of it would be footnotes, like little notes, like beep, boop, boop,
yeah,
boop, boop,
anyone
boop,
with
boop.
ADD loves a footnote.
Yeah.
The side quest of the literary
Why'd you
world.
decide to go no pictures?
I don't know. It's just it is what it is. I
like with books like this where you can see, like, I want to know what his dad looks like. I want to know what he
Well,
looks
he's on the
like. I wanna
cover,
know.
right? There's a picture of me and him together. Like there's me and him like in the tattered corner.
Oh, and there's him pointing.
Yeah, well, my cousin
that
died
him
last year,
pointing?
so I snuck him on the cover.
Is the cousin pointing?
That's his dad.
That's
Yeah.
a dad,
Yeah.
but who's pointing?
His cousin.
Yeah, that's my cousin. He passed
And
away.
you have Kareem Rama on the cover.
I was literally just thinking that.
That's Kareem.
I actually thought
Oh,
it was
wow.
Andre.
Andre.
Eric Andre.
3,000? Oh.
Yeah, you know, my close family member, Eric Andre.
Yeah.
So we have the same dad.
So how do you talk
Footnote on page 152, footnote number 6. After field goals, we tickle a man named the Welt Dog. What can I say? Rituals are important. Honolulu Blues. Go out and get it. Look it up anywhere you get books. Joel Walkowski, the Big Walkowski. And you're the real deal, real article, real deal Holyfield. This is fucking awesome, man.
Thank you so much for having me on. It was awesome to spend an hour with you, and like this felt like a very cathartic conversation for me. Like,
Oh my God.
Good.
I'm just
That's
so
great.
proud of you. It's so awesome. Are
Yeah,
you
this
still
is
working
really
for
cool.
yeah, I got a good job.
Yeah, you got a good job.
Wait, what are you working for?
I work for a very big company, and they're very supportive of me. Saying like they
Doing what?
I do like I work for General Motors, and because I'm trying to be like an upstanding guy.
He is a Detroit.
When I got sober, I got my MBA, and I was like, I'm a Michigan kid. I'm gonna go work for GM, and everyone there is awesome. I work from home. I go into Detroit, stay at my mom's. I go into the office. So like, you know,
But you live in New York.
Yeah.
And you work for GM.
Yeah.
And what do you do for GM?
I do work for Cadillac, and like, you know, I've got a little role with like pointing out opportunity, and like I'm an analyst. So the most white collar upstanding job, and like I pursue writing with every bit of bandwidth beyond that.
That's incredible.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
It's
crazy.
wild.
It is crazy. From whence you came.
Yeah, so
Dude,
like
10 years ago, you were covered in fake shit and blood.
Yeah.
and those were the good old days. That's what I longed for. Like everything's great. It's like, man, to be a 23-year-old alcoholic for a weekend, wouldn't that be
To
great?
be whipping fish.
Let's go.
That's awesome. Oh yeah, add it to the thing.
Wow, it's perfectly blue to match On Perks.
On Perks is a great book too. I read that.
Wow. That's so cool.
I know every comedian is just like me on drugs.
He likes the downers. I like the uppers. You know, we'll hang out together on the shelf.
I like both at the same time. That's my thing.
The equilibrium.
Yeah, yeah.
I would mix acid and speed. That was.
Oh my God, Joel, that is insane.
Yeah, it wasn't great.
That is insane.
I learned so much about permaculture soil.
Yeah, you really got it all in.
That's going to be the name of my book. Permaculture Soil.
That's crazy.
It's going to be.
You would
called
do acid and
Best. Yeah, what the fuck would that do to you?
unbelievable.
I mean, I thought I was Ken Kesey for 10 years of my life, where I was just I was inventing weed edibles made out of Japanese algae and like just trying to be the king of drugs. So,
What was the thing you got into when I saw you last? Mangoes?
hey, the mangoes are a sustain. Okay, my mom sends me dried mango from awesomefruit.com at yahoo.com.
Boxes and boxes.
Yeah, I got a lot of dried mango. That's a healthy habit.
He would have pounds, and he'd be like, "You want a whole bag?" And I'd be like, "Sure."
I've been eating dried mango, but I've been getting it in the little container from the bodega. I need to get it from the actual, like,
Yeah.
not doused in sugar.
Yeah, and just because you're sober doesn't mean you're not an addict.
I would go over to their house, and his wife would be like, "Hey, I'm gonna be the second to lead in this Broadway," and he'd be like, "I have mango bag. I have mango bag."
2 equal achievements, I would say.
Yeah.
It was off Broadway.
Hell yeah.
Honolulu Blues, Joel Walkowski. Check it out. punchup.live/Jordan Jensen for all her dates. IanFidance.com for all mine. Patreon.com/BeInIanPod. And Ian doing odd guy doing odd jobs out every other week on YouTube. And check out your special still on Netflix, right?
Yep.
Yep. Take Me Home.
With you.
And take us home. Take this book home when you go out and buy it. We'll see you next time. We love you guys. Bye-bye.